What's up, guys, and welcome back to Math with McKay. All right, so yes, today is pajama day, so I'm in my lovely Christmas pajamas. All right, but our focus today is on the coordinate plane. We've been doing some things dealing with the coordinate plane. So the first thing I want us to kind of do is just kind of go through and label some of the parts of the coordinate plane, just so we know how to maneuver around it. All right. So this line here, which is called the horizontal number line, which is going from left to right, that is your X, right? Then you have the vertical number line, which is going from top to bottom. This is your Y axis, okay? Where the two lines meet, that creates the coordinate plane. And in the middle, directly in the middle, this is your origin, where it is 0, 0, okay? So now, you have quad 1. There are 4 quadrants, so the top right-hand quadrant is quadrant 1. Then you go around in the direction of a C, as we learned when we were out in the hallway. You have quad, and they use Roman numerals to emphasize or indicate the quadrants, all right? Then right underneath, you have quadrant. And then right next to that, you have quadrant. When it comes to putting points on a number line, you have to make 2 movements at all times, all right? Now, sometimes the second movement is going to be 0, or sometimes the first movement is going to be 0. That just depends on where the point is located on the coordinate plane. If the point is on the x-axis, if it doesn't leave the x-axis, meaning that bold line going from left to right, then your second number is going to be 0. If it never leaves the y-axis, we never trace left to right, we only go up or down on the y-axis, then your first number is going to be 0. In order to indicate an ordered pair, you use the notation x, comma, y. When we think about the alphabet, in the alphabet, the letter X comes first, so we have to walk left to right. And in class, we talked about learning how to walk before we could jump up and down, okay? So you have to walk in the X direction. So you walk left to right. This first point is going to be left to right. And then the second point is going to be up or down. Order matters when you're dealing with the ordered pairs. You have to stay true to the order in the direction that you're going. It has to be X, then Y, okay? So we're going to open our student workbooks to page 171, and we're going to look at the examples on there where it says, locate and label the points. So they give us a set of points, and what we have to do is we have to put it onto the grid. So I'm going to do a few examples, okay? So I look at the very first one. It says 3, 2. Whenever I'm plotting points, I always have to start at the origin. That is where it originates, where you begin. So you always start here in the middle, and then from the middle, you look at the very first number. Our very first number says 3. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk 3 spaces. This is a positive 3. So when we go to the right of 0, our numbers become positive. When we go to the left of 0, our numbers are negative. When we go above 0, your numbers are positive. When you go below 0, your numbers are negative, okay? So I'm going to start at 0, and then I'm going to walk 3 spaces to the right. 1. Each line represents a number. Though numbers may not be on there, each one of these lines represent an individual number. So we're going to start at 0 and go 1, 2, 3. I can't stop there because I haven't done 2 motions, and 0 is not one of my numbers. So I have to now move in the next direction. The next direction is up or down, depending on if the number is positive or negative. So I've walked 3 spaces over, and then now I look at my second number connected to that ordered pair, and the second number is the number 2. So I go up 2 spaces, 1, 2. Then I can put a dot there. And I would label it 3, 2. Then I go ahead and I do the next one. The next one says I have a positive 8. Positive 8 means that I'm going in which direction? I'm going to the right of 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then from there, I'm going to positive 4. Positive 4 is either I'm going up or down. Because this is a positive numbers and positive numbers are above 0, I'm going to go up. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to plot the point, and then I'm going to label it 8, 4. Then I'll do the same thing with the next one. Starting at 0 again. This one now says negative 3. Negative 3 means that I'm going in which direction on the x-axis? To the left. 1, 2, 3. Can't stop there because I have two numbers that are not 0. So because it's not 0, I have to make the next movement. The next movement says I'm going up or down. So according to this is a positive 8. So I'm going to go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Put a dot there and label it negative 3, 8. All right. Then we go on to the next one. It says, start at the origin. It says go to negative 2. 1, 2. Then it says go to negative 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Put a dot there. We're going to label it negative 2, negative 9. Okay? Sometimes they may ask you to label it with a letter. Sometimes they may ask you to put the actual coordinates that you just finished writing. So we're going to do the same thing with the next one. It says 0 and 6. 0, this means that I have a 0 in the first direction. 0 means I'm not moving left or right. Then the second number tells me I'm going up or down. So here I have 0 and 6. I'm not going to move off the origin because my first number is 0. Then the second number is 6. Second number tells me I'm going up or down. So I'm going to go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Put a dot there and label it 0, 6. All right. Then the next one, we do the same thing each time. Start at the origin. It says negative 1, negative 2. I go to negative 1. Negative 2 is below 0, so I'm going to go 1, 2 below. I'm going to put a dot, and I'm going to say negative 1, negative 2. Then we're going to put the last one on there, and it says 10 and negative 2. 10, the first direction is left to right, so I'm going to the right 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then I'm going to negative 2. Negative 2 says I'm going up or down. In this case, because it is negative, I'm going down. 1, 2. We put a dot there, and we label it 10, negative 2. All right? So when you're putting points on a coordinate plane, you have to make sure that you're following the directions in which the numbers are giving you. If the numbers are positive and it's the first number in your coordinate, then I'm going to the right of 0. If the numbers are negative and it's the first number in your coordinate, then I'm going to the left of 0. Then we look at the second number, and that second number tells you that you're going up or down. If the first number is positive, then I'm going above 0. If the second number, we're talking about the second number. If the second number is positive, I'm going above 0. If the second number is negative, I'm going below 0. If one of those numbers is 0, that means I'm not coming off the origin in some direction. If the first number is 0, I'm not going left or right. If the second number is 0, I'm not going up or down. I'm just staying on that solid line that they indicate to be the middle of the coordinate plane. All right? So then what you guys can do is you guys can go through your student workbook and do exercise 2 and 3, doing the same exact thing that we just did, and then complete page 174. All right? That's all for today. See you guys later.